are in Ganaderia in Santa Ana 2025, and we're just checking out all these cows. So nice, so many different cows. Brahma, Beer, Jersey, so nice. It is very, very hot though. And today is the first day of Ganaderia open to the public. So tickets for the entry were $4 each. And today is Saturday, July 19th, and this is the first day of Ganaderia, which is very, very exciting. So this truck is super nice. It's GWM, it's power, and it's only 22,000, almost 23,000. Very nice. It's standard, and for the automatic one, it's a little bit more expensive. It's around 33,000. These are the plastic feeders for the cows, which we will have to get instead of the concrete ones. I think plastic ones are way better because you can clean them. And this truck is also beautiful. This one is actually 45,000. It's automatic, but it's beautiful. Oh, look at the babies. They are so cute. And then there's bigger ones, but still very young. Looks like they're gear. So cute. And this is the rodeo stadium. Look at this beautiful boy. So nice and big. Very beautiful. So there are so many different cattle to choose from. There's Brahman, Indo-Brazil, there's Gyr, Jersey, Holstein, Brown Swiss. So there's so many different kinds, and they're all here to choose from. Some are really, really big, some are smaller. Some of them can really tolerate the heat so much. So there are a lot of factors to look while trying to choose which kind of cattle to buy, which ones produce more milk. So yeah, there's a lot of factors to look at.
So this beautiful big bull is Brahman, and he is 60,000 dollars worth. That's how much they're selling him for. And the reason is because he is the champion. And yes, you heard it right, it's $6,000. So it's $60,000 for this big bull.
So this beautiful big bull is Brahman, and he's actually a champion, and he is $60,000 worth. That's how much they're selling him for, and the reason is because he is the champion. And yes, you heard it right, it's 60, not 16. So it's 60,000 for this big bull. Oh, look at this cute guy. He wants more scratchies. What a cutie. And here we have Girolandos. And this is a nice, beautiful young girl. Very nice. It's gear. this beautiful young girl, she's pregnant, and they are selling her for $5,000. So in this Ganaderia, you can find anything and everything for farming. You can buy boots, hats, belts. You can buy machines over here, like the tractors and all different kinds of machines for farming. You can buy feeders for the animals. Like, I mean, everything's over here. And we got some frozen fruit. It's like ice cream, but it's like a really just frozen fruit. I got myself coconut and strawberry, and my husband got maracuya and tamarindo. This is the nice big food court. You can buy a lot of different foods and drinks. And I think there might be some dancing going on, maybe even concerts over here because there's some stages. And we were gonna go watch the rodeo, but because we were so busy watching all the cattle and everything else, by the time we went to the rodeo, it was so packed that we couldn't even get in. So we actually didn't end up watching the rodeo. And right before we left, we got a nice little surprise. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous horse. So beautiful. So we are done with Ganaderia. It's 6:30. We left, but it looks like the party is just starting in Santa Ana because everybody's just trying to get in there. It's a huge traffic over here. Everybody 3 o'clock. So we've been there since 3 o'clock. It was really hot and sunny. It was pretty busy, and I couldn't really do a lot of talking because it was really, really loud. Look at this traffic. It's still going. This whole street from the highway is like this. All the way to Ganaderia and Too Fast Stadium right here. Going Too Fast game. And so we had fun. We seen a lot of different cows. You can see. My husband bought himself a cowboy hat for the farm. $25. So that's nice. So yeah, we had fun. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And we're just heading back home. Thanks for watching.